Hi, Justin here from Healution, and in this episode of the podcast, Relax the Stress, I'm going to discuss and talk about some of the stages of stress, including burnout and how to recognize if you're experiencing burnout and ways that you can intervene to prevent it damaging or causing too much problems in your life. So, there are 5 stages of stress, which are alarm, resistance, recovery, adaptation, and then finally burnout. Now, identifying what stage you're in can help you take necessary steps to become before it becomes a major problem in your life. Now, it may not necessarily go through these stages in any particular order, but generally the first stage is alarm, and then the last stage would be when you're actually experiencing burnout, where you're completely overwhelmed. So what I'm gonna just go through the stages now to hopefully help you see if you are in any of these stages and ways that you can intervene and help you to reduce your stress to limit the damage caused at any of these stages. So the first stage of stress is alarm. So during this stage, your body will alert you that you are experiencing stress. And this could be triggered, for example, by a situation. At this stage, the fight or flight reaction will be experienced. This will release adrenaline, and you will have an increased heart rate and blood pressure. And some of the symptoms you may experience would be, for example, dilated pupils, which is to let more light in, a dry mouth, sweating, and cool skin, as your blood flow is directed away from your skin and towards your brain, eyes, ears, nose, arms, and legs, in case you need to react to the situation that you're experiencing. The next stage would be resistance. This is where your body will release anti-inflammatory hormones in order to help your body to return to a healthy condition by calming and settling it. And at this stage, you should try and identify what is causing your stress and try to positively correct it. You could try to make a plan on how you could avoid or improve this situation or situations like it in the future. Now, one of the crucial stages is called recovery. So this is one of the most crucial stages of stress to prevent it reaching the burnout stage. So at this stage, it's important to move towards equilibrium and recovery. And taking action at this stage can prevent it becoming more serious. So having regular sleep, eating a well-balanced diet, exercising can aid in the recovery of your stress. Also, removing yourself from the stressful situation, even temporarily, would help speed up your recovery. Another good thing that you could do to help in this stage, in the recovery stage, is to practice meditation. Spend time in nature. Anything that's going to help to reduce your stress levels, having a warm bath. There's various things you can do to help to, at this stage, to help to recover from the impact that the stress has caused on your body and your well-being. Now, if you're unable to take steps to reduce it, then what happens is another stage called adaptation. And this is where your body will adapt to the stress. It will lock itself in a detrimental state of being. And unless there is an intervention at this stage, then things are likely to just get worse. Once your body has actually adapted to the stress, this is what you will experience. You will experience a lack of energy, low self-esteem, sleep issues, and emotional problems. If you're unable to remove yourself from the stressful situation, then you can help prevent long-term damage by being kind to yourself and not being so hard on yourself. You will also need to consider options that you have previously overlooked, and also keep an eye on how you are thinking and feeling. So if you're unable to remove yourself from the situation, it's important that you keep an eye on what is occurring in your mind and in your body. Your body will send you signals such as tension, irritability, sweating, gut issues, so stomach issues, eating issues, so eating more or less than usual, taking a lack of interest in things. So these are the kind of things that will happen at the adaptation stage. Now, this stage is a stage you really want to avoid. However, if you're at this stage already, then there are some things that you can do. And this stage is called burnout. Now, if you're unable to remove yourself from the cause of your stress, or you have already adapted to it, then the risk is that you will experience burnout. Signs of a burnout are feeling emotionally drained, extreme exhaustion, negativity, so being quite negative in your thoughts and in your actions, skepticism, catastrophic thinking, and detachment. Now, it's important to make changes at this stage, as continuing living at this stage can have irreversible effects on your health and well-being. Things you can do to help at this stage are taking a break from the situation, reconsidering your options and goals, and taking time out to relax, recover, and also to reward yourself of what you've managed to get through and what you've managed to achieve. So here's some examples of things you can do to help to overcome these stages of stress. You can remove yourself or make changes to the stressful situation. Try to eat a healthy, well-balanced diet. Enjoy a warm soak in the bath or even a shower. Go for a walk. Exercise, which will help to release endorphins to help you feel good. Meditate. You could try practicing mindfulness. Do something you enjoy. Reconsider your goals and lifestyle. Organize your life and time better. Try to get regular sleep. This is something a lot of people don't do, but be kind to yourself and learn to love you, warts and all. You could try aromatherapy. Go and spend some time in nature. Even 20 minutes spent in nature can drastically reduce your cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, which is something that's released when you're stressed. If you're stressed for prolonged periods of time, then your cortisol levels and your other stress hormones can actually have a detrimental and damaging effect on your body, on your mind, on your well-being, and on your health. So you could, if you've got the money, you could go on a holiday or have a break away. Go visit friends or family or take a break somewhere. I find that listening to music or watching a movie can help me to relax, and this definitely reduces my stress levels. You could give reading a book a try. And this is a good one to help to clarify your thoughts, especially if you're at burnout or approaching burnout or at any of these stages. You could do this or just do it as a regular practice, and that is to write a journal. So spending 5-10 minutes in the morning when you wake up or before you go to bed, you could spend 5 or 10 minutes just writing down your thoughts, your ideas, your goals, what's troubling you. Literally just take some me time out just to help to clarify your thoughts and things that are concerning you. This can help to put things into perspective. It can help you to regain focus in the things that are important to you. And it can also help you to let go the things that aren't serving you well. So often we can carry things around with us in our minds, or even situations that we keep getting involved in, and they are not actually serving you or your health or your well-being justice. So they're not doing you any good, but we are often creatures of habit. So what you find is that even if something isn't serving us well, we might continue to do it because we have become habitual to it. So that means we will do things out of habit. So we just do it for doing its sake because we've always done it. However, you may have to reconsider some of these things if they're not serving you well or they're not doing your health or well-being any good. So this is just some examples of things that you could do to help to overcome stress and to help to identify when you're approaching burnout. Now, what you can do, for example, there are some other things that you can do. So the thing to bear in mind is the damage that can be caused at the stage of burnout. So some of the damage that can be caused at the stage of burnout are wide and varied, and it depends on each individual. So some of the things that people aren't aware of is that high stress levels, when sustained for prolonged periods of time, they can actually lead to anxiety, depression, weight gain, and brain damage, for example. Adrenaline, which is one of the stress hormones that's released when we're stressed, it can actually be beneficial for short periods, though high levels for long terms can cause irritability, anxiety, and sleep problems. There's another stress hormone called norepinephrine. This can lead to irritability, anxiety, and also sleep problems. Now, some of the damage that stress can actually cause us, quite a serious one, is actually heart disease. So heart disease, the risk of it is increased as your blood pressure is increased, and you may experience irregular heart rhythms, and high cortisol levels can also damage your arteries and lead to a buildup of plaque. This plaque over time can actually lead and cause heart attacks. So this is why it's so important to manage your stress levels and take time out of stressful situations if you're unable to remove yourself from it. Like, it doesn't get much more lethal than that. Now, it can also, high stress levels for prolonged periods of time can actually lead to a stroke. So you actually have an increased risk of a stroke if as the stress constricts your blood vessels and plaque can build up, leading to blockages, which will eventually or can eventually lead to a stroke. So these are just two of the lethal examples of how just stress, well, I say just stress, but stress I think is underrated. It's a lot of people aren't aware of stress and how it can have such a damaging or even a lethal effect. Often we try to ignore it and just carry on regardless, but sometimes we need to listen to our bodies, we need to listen to our minds and take note of what they're telling us. Our mind and our body are connected. So if you're stressed in your mind, you'll be stressed in your body. And if you're stressed in your body, you'll be stressed in your mind. So taking an intervention in your mind, such as meditation or relaxing, and taking some time out will actually help to release some tension in your body. If your body is tense, then ideally it'd be a good idea to go and take yourself for a massage or something like that. A massage can help to release the toxins that have built up in your body. It can help to release the tension. It can improve sleep. It can improve your well-being and just make you feel good. And it's also a good idea to go for a massage to help to reconnect to yourself and help you regain focus and lost energy and energy that you've lost to stress, for example. It can help to recharge your batteries and just help you just feel great. There's obviously different types of massage, so it depends on what type of massage you want to go for. Will depend on the benefits that it will actually have on your body. Me, myself, I like deep tissue massages because I find that sometimes I do get tense And I don't go all the time. So when I do go, I like the deep tissue massage because it brings about a deep healing and brings about a feeling of great well-being in my body. Some of the other damage that prolonged stress can cause, as mentioned before, is anxiety and depression. So it can play a role of developing or even worsening anxiety and depression. This is due to how stress disrupts your brain's ability to process serotonin, which is a chemical that helps to regulate your mood, as stress can also disrupt other systems in your body, namely your endocrine and your immune systems. This can also make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. Things like memory problems, declining cognitive function and brain fog. So stress can cause memory problems and cause a decline in cognitive function due to cortisol that is released when we are stressed. Cortisol is currently being researched and may actually kill brain cells and negatively affect the brain's ability to form new memories. And if this is found to be true, this will support the ideation that stress causes an inability to focus on tasks and remember information, which, if you leave it unchecked, can lead to serious memory problems and a decline in cognitive function. Another thing that stress can cause is chronic fatigue syndrome. So this is classified as extreme exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest and may be caused by high stress levels. Stress prolonged for long periods of time can weaken our immune system, so we're more likely to catch colds, infections, and other viruses. Stress hormones may also act as neurotransmitters, which are responsible for communication between cells, causing an interference with our immune cells and being able to communicate properly, and interfere with the way our immune system resources are allocated. This can lead to a decline in our immune response. It can lead to gastrointestinal problems. So the theory is there's a gut-brain connection. So there's a microbiota in your gut and in your gut and brain. So the theory is that prolonged stress can cause gastrointestinal problems due to the impact it has on the nervous system, immune system, and hormones, which are the systems that are connected and mediated in the gut-brain axis theory. So stress can cause inflammation in the gut, which can lead to diarrhea, abdominal pain, and bloating. Stress may also alter the microbiota composition in your gut, which can lead to further imbalances and gastrointestinal problems. Weight gain. The cortisol can stimulate the appetite, causing you to eat more, plus it can cause you to crave foods that contain either salt, fat, and sugar, which high amounts of these can be unhealthy. Stress can cause us also to sleep more, and taking into account the increased appetite and craving for unhealthy foods, this can all lead to weight gain. Stress for prolonged periods of time can also cause hair and skin problems. So as cortisol and other stress hormones interfere with the production of collagen and keratin, this can cause skin and hair problems. Collagen is a protein and is responsible for making your skin elastic and keeping it looking youthful. Keratin is responsible for keeping your hair strong and healthy. Lower levels of collagen can lead to wrinkles and acne, plus it reduces the skin's elastic qualities. Lower levels of keratin can lead to brittle and dry hair. You may want to take supplements for the skin and hair while sustaining stress to help prevent damage. And just finally, one of the other things that stress can cause is sleep problems. So insomnia can actually be caused and is one of the common issues of prolonged stress. So this is due to your body being in high alert mode, and you can find it difficult to relax and unwind, which increases the difficulty to fall asleep. And then adding to this, cortisol and the other stress hormones can interfere with sleep quality, causing you to wake up more frequently than normal. If left unchecked, this can lead to fatigue, which will make your stress worse and it just becomes a vicious cycle because your sleep's disturbed, you end up fatigued, more stressed. So this is why it's a great idea to incorporate some relaxation techniques and things to help you relax on a regular basis. Regularly taking me time out of a stressful situation, practicing meditation, going for a walk. These are just some of the examples of things that you can do to help to reduce your stress levels. And doing these on a regular basis can help to ensure that you will never experience burnout. And if you are experiencing burnout, then I hope this podcast has shown you some examples of how you can actually take an intervention with yourself and learn to relax the stress and reduce your stress levels. Now, there's some guided meditations from Healution on YouTube, which you can listen to for free. So if you go to YouTube and the @ symbol, youtube.com, the @ symbol, and then Healution, this will help. These can help practice on a regular basis. These can help to reduce your stress level. So you can listen to them for free via YouTube. If you like to download them and purchase them, they're in a better quality than what is available on YouTube. And also you will have it, so if you want to put your phone in airplane mode to have some me time, or if there's no internet connection, then you can download them, and then they'll be on your device and you can listen to them as often or as little as you like. So if you want to download them, if you go to healution.com/shop, you will find some guided meditations there available for purchase. And if you haven't already, check out the website healution.com, where there's various articles on health and well-being and how to live the best life possible for you. So I hope this has helped. Take care, enjoy the journey, and relax the stress.